Hey YouTube, good day. Hey, just wanted to drop in a quick video of the luxurious, relaxing scene here by the river today. There's usually no live reception here, so won't try the live thing. But you ain't gonna see no Wuhan around here. That's this. You want to do social distancing right. This is the way you do it, right? All right. Hey, hope everybody's doing good. Thanks for checking in, watching the video once you get here. I think the biggest thing, looking at the news, is the Wuhan is not our biggest problem. That's going to come and go. Even some channels I follow continue to focus on that as the biggest threat, and I continue to evaluate and see what I see, and the Wuhan is not our biggest threat. If it's not ourselves, it is definitely still big government. The overreaction and overreach from this whole thing has been dramatic, and not nearly enough pushback or just non-compliance, in my estimation. Like we talked about back at the beginning, you need to evaluate for yourself your own relative exposure to getting the Wuhan and what it could potentially do to your health if you have health complications. And after that, all the other shutdown stuff has been drastic overreach. Drastically. I never would have thought it would have got to the point of shutting down everything the way they did. There's no precedent for it. Providing information and telling people, hey, this is coming, you need to practice these measures, and providing people with information is about as far as that should have went. Other than, hey, if the government wants to shut down businesses, that's fine. That's their prerogative. And recommend a business, hey, you might want to not be open. You might want to limit your seating, which they're doing now when they reopen, but it should have never got to closing down. But anyway, I digress. You've got the continuing division of America, and people getting it wrong on what the real big issues are, and everybody's focusing on the race thing once again with this Minneapolis thing going, and far too many are focusing on the race thing, I should say. And there are a good number, fortunately, that are understanding that it's the police state and the big government that is the problem, that somehow authorizes that when it shouldn't be able to. And the fact that those guys aren't locked up tells you where we're at, that no accountability. You can't think that a guy can sit there for minutes on end with other people standing around him who are his peers, if not his superiors, and nobody intervened to de-escalate not only the situation with the bystanders, but the situation on the ground where, hey, the guy's cuffed, ease up, dude. Like, let's get him set up and let's move on. There's no reason to hold a guy on the ground like that, especially when you know that you're causing harm. And if you don't know you're potentially causing harm, you're an amateur. And that guy definitely looked like he had been around the block a few times and had done that more than once, and maybe just happened to get away with it with the person not actually dying. Maybe they were a younger individual who was more resilient. This fellow's a little bit older, and body can't take with so much blood loss, or blood cut off, air cut off. But what I would guess I'd call the righteous rioting, the righteous cause that is going on out there. The good thing is unlike a lot of the other situations, they're not burning down their own neighborhood, or at least not yet, which is good. Definitely focus on the problem, and they've definitely targeted the problem, I think, which is a refreshing take, and I'm glad for that. But then you have the division politics still getting into it. Talking about, why are the armed white people able to do this, and these protesters can't do anything without getting gassed? Well, arm yourself. Arm yourself and see how that goes down. would be, that's the only, I mean, it's going to come to a head someday. Somebody's got to stand up for it. Going to the grocery store or going to the protest, arm yourself. I guess we need to make a t-shirt out of that, right? All right, YouTube. Continue to focus on the bigger problem. Overreaching, overbearing government. Which, fortunately, we don't have much of it here. No Karen out here with her dog yelling at me. Which I don't even know how that whole situation in New York thing panned out. But anyway. Nobody here yelling at me, not yelling at me to wear a mask. Nobody out here yelling at me to social distance, fortunately. But that's, it's like building a Stasi state with these willing volunteers. You don't even have to pay them. They're going to do the state's work for you. They're going to call the cops because you aren't social distancing. It's creating a whole class of, animal farms, creating a whole class of enforcers, or who think they're empowered as enforcers. And the thin blue line, who's the actual enforcement class of Animal Farm, thinking that they're somehow the good guys. And the people that fly that stupid flag, not realizing the problems they're causing in America by that division. Oh, it goes on and on. But anyway, YouTube, hey, just wanted to get you all in a little bit of view of the river on the walk and talk, and we'll see you out there on the YouTubes later. Prep hard, y'all. Live free.